Okay, I think everybody can hear me. I expected 225, so it's pretty good. Okay, so welcome to the fourth edition of the World Women Team Conquest. I really like this name. And so it will be a face-off between France and Ukraine. And I will be your host and commentator for the day. So for those who don't know me, my name is Benjamin Dréan-Guénaizia. You can call me Ben0. So today, so it will be a 2 days event. Today we will have 4 games, and I will be reviewing the 4 games. And tomorrow we'll have 3 games, and Tanguy Le Calvé, a one-dan professional from France, will be reviewing the games of tomorrow. So yeah, for those who don't know the event, so it's the 4th edition. It was created about a year ago by Camille Lévesque. If you don't know her, she's a French Go player, and she created the event to promote women in Go and in Go communities. So far, since it was French originated, France has taken part in all previous editions. So it was against Argentina, against Germany, and I believe against Romania. And so today we are on the 4th edition against Ukraine, and I heard that 2 more will come soon, but this is a teasing for another time. So since we are a little bit late on schedule, I will start right away on the commentaries. So Black Crazy Girl is Nika Petrashevska, if I pronounce correctly her last name, and she's the current Ukrainian women champion. Actually, I think when I checked on the European Go database, she was 3 times in total Ukrainian women champion, so quite strong. And she's about 20 years old. And on the white side, it's Julie Blondeau. Actually, her story is quite interesting because she's 9 years old, and also because up to a month ago we had no idea she even existed, because she is in Korea, in Seoul, living with her parents, and she's studying in a Go school there. And she's only 9, and she's super strong because she participated in the French Youth Championship about a month ago, and she was supposed to be in the under 12 category. She ended up being in the under 16 category, and even in that category she cleaned the whole tournament. So, and in a very nice and brilliant manner. She showed a lot of theoretical knowledge and a lot of reading skills, so she's clearly a very young, promising player. So let's see how the game goes. Okay, that's kind of an old Joseki. Okay, that's kind of crazy. Wait. Well, actually, if I don't see the Goban, it's not going to work. Okay, maybe better if I comment. Wait. Yeah, now I know why we decided to clone the games and not to review it like this. Okay. So does it shows? I hope it shows. It doesn't show. That's an issue. Wait. Okay, so we have a technical issue, of course, because I have to clone the games actually. Okay, So how to do this? Wait a second. Wait a second. Of course, we have technical issues. Okay, now it works. Good. So I do this. I do that. Okay, so now you will see the clone games, which is much better because at least I can comment live. Okay, here we go. It goes there. And this is deep deep. Okay. Now we're good. I think. Probably. Okay, cool, it works. So let's start again. I think now it shows. Okay, perfect. I managed. Ouais, on a fini en basique, ouais. But it's good now. Okay. So as I was saying, this is kind of crazy Joseki. So basically, Julie, I guess, is aiming for the ladder. And I'm guessing there's a ladder, right? Otherwise she wouldn't play it. Usually I put my fingers to read the ladders, maybe I shouldn't here. Okay, so it's good. Okay, so it's a ladder. So at least she read that well. But in that case, I don't even know if it's like correct, because even if you capture the two stones, you are pretty happy as black to get the Ponuki here. Yeah. This strategy seems to be a very Nico. I hope not. Okay, so yeah, the result is not that good for white, simply because black is super strong, and now the white stone on R15 is not that well placed. So, well, this is actually very fighting Joseki from white. She could also think about just playing easily like this. Then that way it connects with the stone on R15. Then black still has some weakness to protect around P7. That looks more normal. But she chose the fighting variation. GG, I don't know that well, but I'm pretty sure she probably had to connect here. Then black would also protect maybe something like this. Would make sense. At least white gets the corner. Black gets influence, but white is center, so white has time to protect. And still there is some ag later. Maybe you can aim at something here. So it's not that obvious, it's good for black. And I think this is more common. Like the way white played looks, yeah, it's a bit too much. Maybe she wanted to trick her opponent. So yeah, not the best result so far. And push, and yeah, she comes back here. Because the problem is, like, if the corner was all white, it'll be fine, but there's still a lot of ag left in the corner. Simply like if you do something here, even this is Sente, you get all of this. Sorry, not this one. So actually the problem is, like, suddenly it's even white that's not alive, and black can live in the corner. So that's clearly not a good result. Because probably white needs to add a move in the corner to make it completely hers. So in that case, yeah, it's definitely good for black. And black So usually, maybe some people would feel like, okay, white is pushing me here, so I should just simply answer and jump. It'd be fine. Maybe it's a bit too passive because as I showed, black became extremely strong with his Ponuki. So actually here, cutting is not something you would do often, but in that situation, I think it's very nicely done by black, because now the fight becomes difficult for white. Maybe even black 05. Yeah, many ways to do it. Okay, so white tries to fight back. Okay, so here we go. So actually the cut is a good idea. So obviously, if black just answer here, then white would be pretty happy to squeeze like this, and black might even die in the corner. And if it doesn't, at least white will get some centi move around the, let's say, I don't know, just basic stuff like this. Black still has to leave. White gets very strong, so clearly that would be a horrible result for black. So that's why black doesn't want that to happen, of course. So she just jumped, which is the correct move, I believe. And then again, like now, if white would push, then you would be able to capture, because in that case, you would just be able to capture the whole white stones. So that would be a very good result for black again. So that's why white has to capture here. And black extends and white pushes. And here we are in the game so far. What can black do? This is Sente for sure, because white then had to add a move. Probably like this. Then if you do this, then you just leave in the corner, and then the three white stones on the right side are pretty, I won't say dead, but not the best shape. And even like some move around N15 are Sente for black, so it will be even deader. So yeah, I think black is happy here if it goes that way. And I don't think black needs to complicate things more. Maybe she could get greedy, but I don't think it's needed. And she just connected that way, which I guess is fine too, or not. The problem is like you cannot leave locally. Yes, actually not that good, because now you cannot leave locally in the corner. There is no one move that makes you alive. At least with that one, well, first of all, it was taking off one liberty of the three white stones, and then you can, let's say, like this, then you can just leave in one move. So connecting the way she did doesn't seem the best, because now I actually don't know how she can manage to kill the stones, which is an issue. Because if you take off one liberty, white jumps out. I'm not sure. I have a feeling black just suicided, but I might be missing something. But 16 will lead to yeah, but in that case, can't you just squeeze like that? I guess it's a call. Maybe not the best call, but again, white, I mean, black has also many close threats. So yeah, this could lead to a call, but black has many close threats in the bottom right corner. So no, it's fine. I trust them, Milena. Come on. But yeah, maybe S16, S18 is the best resistance for whites. Not sure. So I'm not sure if it's the game so far. Okay, but maybe it's time to switch to another game. How's the game now? Okay, so still like this. Okay. So now let's go to the other. So actually this is completely useless. I have to close everything. This is also useless. And this is also useless. Okay, so now I have to do some technical stuff again. So just wait a little bit. So we will switch to the second board. Oh my god, they played fast. Wow. Okay, so let's catch up. Let's catch up. Which is not a music band. Okay. Yep. Okay. Whew. That works. It's nice. So obviously, yeah, I just said, but like if you have any question, please don't hesitate to ask in the Twitch chat. And I will try to do my best to answer your questions. Okay, so that goes there. So now this dies and this stays. Okay, so now I believe we are up for the second game, which is good. Okay, so about those players, so black is Sarah, which I actually never met. But so because I didn't know her, I asked her. Well, Cami helped to ask her what like when she started Go, like some information about her. And the three main informations is that she loves Go, she loves drinking beers, and she loves playing Quanche. So if you're not French, maybe you don't know the Quanche game, but it's like the second best game in the world after Go. Like all European professional players know how to play Quanche, so it is like a must that you have to learn to, I guess, in order to get stronger. So she's clearly a true French Go player. And white, so white is Olesia, not sure how to pronounce, I'm sorry. And so before the event, since I didn't know any of the Ukrainian players, I asked Artem Kashanovsky, a professional player from Ukraine, that if you could give me some information. And he told me that Olesia is from Rivne, which is his native city, and she's learning in the Go school of his father. And he told me that she prefers a calm flow of the game, so very Artem style, and she plays that kind of game well for her level. So let's see. Olesia is white and Sarah is black. Olesia, okay, thank you. So, what do we have here? And again, so yeah, if you have any questions about the games, please don't hesitate to ask me. I'll try to answer the best as I can. Okay. So we have a mix of old and very new variation in this game. They play very fast, but actually now I know why Artem meant by she likes calm flow of the game, because clearly that's a very peaceful game so far. Okay, so that move is not peaceful at all. But like until that part, I don't really see any mistakes. I mean, everything kind of makes sense. Yeah. I'm guessing some people may prefer to play this one. That's pretty fine. This is so fine too. And so yeah, she played here. So definitely I've seen this move before. I'm just surprised to see it play while you, because basically when you have a shape like this, which is fairly common in many games, the side on which this shape is becomes not that interesting, simply because it takes a lot of moves to make it interesting. Basically, you would need to add a move here, maybe another move here, and even if you add a move here, then suddenly the move on f13 becomes a bit weird. So you may want to do something here, but then to close the whole thing, you should add one more move here. So it makes it 3 moves to make it interesting. So that's why I'm not sure white needs to enter right away on this side. But again, being a very peaceful game, I really don't know where to play. Maybe I would just play here actually, and let's say if black answer, then I just jump, try to make something, try to make some moyo. Then maybe after you can try to fight. How about? But yeah, usually you don't want to spend so many moves on this side because of this shape again, because it is hard for black to make something out of this shape, and so it will also be not that interesting for white to enter the side. So yeah, but let's see what happens. Booyah. Okay. So yeah, black felt okay to cut here. I mean to cut here because she has the ladder, obviously. You can see that the ladder goes all the way to this stone, R14. If the ladder was good for white, of course it would be very good for white, because then the 2 stones on the corner are a little bit left alone. In that case, it's kind of fine. So which makes me think that this move was not the best, and maybe because she didn't have the ladder, white should just play like this. And there you can often see a variation like this. Then probably black will need to jump out. Maybe something like that could make sense. Also, it's important to keep in mind that white's corner is not that completely alive, because you still have some ag here later. So that would be an okay result for both, I'm guessing. But that seems a little bit too much. So let's see how it happened, the rest. So that exchange though seems a bit unnecessary. Maybe just we'll want to play here. Not sure. I guess if you can get the exchange, maybe it's not so bad. But in that case, I would still play here, because then it's kind of sente. Because let's say you play something here, there's still some. Maybe there's not actually. Wait. Okay, there's nothing. So in that case, it doesn't matter. But so it's a weird shape. So maybe you want to play here actually. Maybe something like that. Yeah, maybe actually this is the way. Like this shape is often a key point, because basically if you want to kill locally the shape, then there is at least a ko. And again, the cutting point on f4 is pretty annoying for white. So that'd be a problem. And if white tries to resist like this, then I don't know what happens, but let's find out. Then again, you have something here. Then again, it looks dead. But at least you got some nice exchange actually. It might not be that bad. Yeah, because now this stone is left pretty alone. I think it looks okay for black. Yeah. But anyway, these corner versions are always very complicated. So I'm not the best at it. But the jump here feels definitely weird. I don't know. Okay, that feels definitely weird. Because basically if you want to, like, I mean, there's no base here. There's no base life because there's a stone on b7. So basically you just want to jump out. If you play here, I mean, black can always attack you. And even if you play something here, then black can just always take away your base. So clearly playing here makes no sense. And again, you don't threaten anything because this shape is super strong for black. So this doesn't attack or threaten anything. And so it's basically not a pass, but close to. So yeah, I think just jumping is more than enough. If you don't want to be close in the corner, you can also just jump here. Because anyway, you will have space to run later. But this feels the more natural move. Maybe something like this. Seems fine. And black plays here actually. Okay, so that makes sense. Yeah. Okay, so but that's a bit slow because if there is no ag, so basically, yeah, if black connects, I really don't think there's any ag because you just kill with the ane on a2. So at least here white is centered and can play somewhere else. But now white added a move and black got one more move. And so now she will just attack somehow this group on the left, and then if she gets g2, it's getting quite big, the black territory. But she doesn't care, obviously. Who does? But now it's a little bit dangerous. It's not that easy to attack, but at least white will run. It's not also not that easy to escape. So, but also it's a big move, so yeah, it makes sense if black answers. Wow. But that's definitely not correct because basically she wants to reduce the black moyo, even though it's not that big yet because there is still g2. But she should definitely first play more solid. She has a weak group, so first she should defend the weak group, and then later she can try to do whatever she wants. But now she's just playing some petango in the center of the board, and like they're just like a very easy move like this. Okay, so it's actually what black played. Just you cut the two groups, and now actually, if white is escape, which is actually again what she played. Okay, cool. Then yeah, basically now black is playing good because now the stone is going to run. Okay, she did one more jump, but then you just continue to cut out the two groups, and it's actually a very natural flow of the game for black, while white is pretty much playing dame. So it's not that easy for white now. yeah, and now white has to end up playing, which is a very stylish shape, I guess. Never seen. Maybe Mathieu can find a name for this shape, like a dice shape. I don't know. It's weird. But yeah, so and so it doesn't even protect much because still there is some move here that could potentially kill the eye shape. So white ends up playing 5 stones in a 3 to 5 square. That's a little bit weird. The X-wing, yes, I like it. X-wing is nice. Yeah, so I'm hoping for the Black Death Star soon. Yes, and black continues to attack, which is pretty good. Maybe this is the kind of time where you want to play more like AI style. Maybe try first some Tsuke here. Basically, the second, like you want to see how white is going to answer. Let's say something is like this, then you get some forcing move like this. That's of course like black's dream, but let's say something like that. Then white is running toward against some black stones, and let's say somehow white connects, then you still have later some move here, and suddenly your territory on the right became big. So yeah, this I think should be the right timing for some just probing move. And if white tries to fight, then you just double an A and you just pray for some stuff, and usually it happens, so it's fine. Like, yeah, I mean, it's not that easy. There's some stuff. I mean, now I'm just putting stone around, but like this is the main idea. Like basically, you want to get some Sente stones in the center to be able to kill the white stones. And she plays here, which is also fine. Just the idea is fine, but. Okay, so yeah, now white has to make all kind of weird shapes just to be able to escape. Not the best. And yeah, black gets this move, which is very big. It cuts the 017 stone. Then you still aim at some invasion point on h17. So clearly now the game is going well for black. And white is trying something, which I think she's right to do. Maybe I should cut my Facebook, yes. Okay. So yeah, basically I think white realized that if she just had one more move to be fully alive, then black will just maybe somehow defend the corner, and then it becomes quite big. And on point, I think black is pretty good. Yeah. So white tries something here, which is a nice move, I think. And maybe black answered too nicely, because now, because the problem is here is like now white got a life in the corner without damaging her stones in the center that much. So maybe black could at least try to Ane and see what happens. Then what you could imagine is maybe something like this. There's definitely some magic, that's for sure. But I mean, black is very strong, so maybe you want to try to maybe kill her or get some Sente moves and then kill the center. Maybe it's a little bit greedy, but you know, like I've played too many Blitz in KGS, so my style is dead. So yeah, maybe that's a bit too easy for white. What is already resigned? My god, that was fast. I didn't even go into that game yet. Okay, but so maybe I will actually switch to another game now. Yeah, this one, okay. So maybe I will switch to the one that's already finished. That was super fast. Okay, so let's see. Actually, this one I can do view offline, yes. Okay. So, Windows capture, source, new source. Okay, here we go. Okay. This goes. Ah, fuck. No, doesn't go. Maybe I shouldn't swear also on Twitch now. Yeah. Okay, it's good. Okay, so there we go. But wait, I don't have the. Okay, name is here. Good. Okay, so let's see the game, which ended after 140 moves. Okay, that's pretty early. So again, yeah, Anna is black, Anna Melnyk, and again she's a very young player from Ukraine. She's like 11 years old, so same as Olesia. And Artem told me that she's actually from a group of kids from Kiev, and Artem is her current teacher. And Artem told me that she's very sharp at reading. Tsumigo and Tesuji are her favorite things, but she lacks some passions. And she fights when it's needed and when it's not. And White is Mai. She's actually a player from my region, Brittany, also known as the best region in France. And yeah, I met her in many tournaments in France, so she's a very nice player. So let's see what happened. Okay, so already that's not the best start for White because you are very low on the bottom side. And what you like to do here is to make it higher. So you could imagine something here, like answers, and then you play something here. You're not that afraid of being invaded here because you can always jump out here. It's fine. And then you can just pressure black on the side and then maybe try to fight some. That's so very fine. But the problem is here. So like if you like fighting, it's pretty nice. But even that would be better because at least here you have a stone on the fourth line, and then you have some kind of wave. And I often talk about waves. Like you want to mix some 3-line moves with some 4-line moves to make some kind of wave and to have some kind of potential. Because here the problem is like it's all on the third line and it's very low. And actually I think, yeah, White was right to Tenuki here because maybe actually here Black would also Tenuki herself. Maybe she'll play something here because actually that move again is not that big. The whole side is actually quite small. And then if Black treats the 3 black stones lightly, then there's no need to defend. So Black can even play again somewhere here. So I think maybe White realized that she's very low and she didn't want that. So I think it's a fine choice. She's trying to fix the situation. I like it. And she just leaves, yes. And Black comes here right away, which I'm not a big fan of. It feels like it's not that needed. Actually, with my style, I would just jump here and force an exchange. Oops, sorry. Maybe force something here. No, play here. So I think that'd be better. Just the invasion seems to be too early. Like, basically, Black is trying another weak group which is not the best option, I think. Because like now, if we check, there is 2 weak groups for black and 2 groups for white. So it kind of evens out. And that also is suspicious. Like, you don't have to worry actually too much about white, because he can simply pip and even connect here. And there's just no way to cut. Because you can check there is some double atari, so it can never be cut. So if you can connect at any time, actually even I think now if white connects, then it becomes 2 weak groups for black and 1 weak group only for white. So that's actually pretty good for white. But so this move is kind of a lost timing. Because again, let's say now if white connects, then also black can connect. So it becomes kind of even. So that's why you want to connect now, and then if blacks try to cap you, then you can keep on cutting the 2 groups. So this move was bad, I think. Here, okay. This is fine, I guess. Jump is never bad, even though I still want to connect the 2 groups. I think it's super big. Nice, huge, for sure. And black plays that, which is not Sente, but kind of big. So yeah, I guess makes sense. And DZ is right. So yeah, now you connect, but actually now you cannot connect, so that's an issue. So yeah, it becomes quite big for black already, and you still have a weak group, so not the best. Also, like, this move was very weird. Like, why black would play here? This doesn't like at least if you want to avoid the connection, just play here. But I think this is way too small. So either you want to cut, which is fine, or you just want to add one more move here, keep the pressure on the white group, and build your own territory. Actually, this move is huge, but the move on d7 makes no sense because it doesn't achieve anything, and it doesn't help to capture the stone more. It just doesn't do much. Okay, that's kind of a pass. And I get that move. It's a bit too much because actually black can still try to cut you now. Maybe something a bit more severe like this. This looks a bit scary for white. So I think maybe just something here, easy. Feels slow, but just imagine if like this, that's huge. But this one is a little bit too much, I think. So yeah. But black just goes there, which is also a big point, so it's fine. And jumps, okay. Cut. So the cut was fine, but why not Atari? Because I mean, I like the cut because then it shows that this d12 stone is not the best placed, but yeah, good Atari. Yeah, because of course now white extends, black extends, so yeah, just free move. That's pretty good, actually. And even here, I think as white, I would just jump for Kema, try to make something on the upper side. And so like, because again, it's not that easy to capture the stone on d10. So like, if you block, there's still some magie here. You never know. Then you can also jump like this. I mean, it's quite still light. Maybe you can even think about just sacrificing, make something like this. I mean, the top side is getting quite huge, so it's pretty fine. And yeah, now Black is attacking you, and while she's attacking you, she's also destroying your potential on the top side, so it's not the best. Okay, but this was a little bit too much, maybe. I think now we'll just defend, easy peasy. Like, you keep your points. White still had to the move, then you can start here some attack. At least it's more active. Okay, so she attacked now. Also good, I guess. But this is weird. This move is definitely weird. Should just push like this. If you imagine something like this, it makes sense, I think. Because now you destroy the whole potential. And you just take your points. And I think now white just doesn't have enough points. Or even this one should be enough. This one maybe tries a bit too much. And yeah, white gets the extension, which is fine. And there's a call here, yes. So I guess white just left the stone alone to die. It's kind of sad. But okay. So actually in that case, if you want some more close threats, you should start with this. Then later you can get one more. Because now maybe, since you made the exchange, maybe when you go out like this, black won't answer. Possibly. Wow. Black got this, okay. Now I don't get much of what's happening in the game. And I think white is dying, right? Yeah, okay. So white died. So because I think like there was no need for white to try to save everything. Now you can just jump here. Like let's say you connect, there's still some, and I don't think you die. There's still some magic here. Should be fine somehow. I mean, like you are behind, so you have to try something. Like if you try to save everything, you will die somewhere, which happened in the game. So you should just go kind of all in. At least now you save your stones. Also, actually, black lost a lot in the bottom side. Like just didn't play the core, so you got back your stones. It became kind of small. So now if you try to just save your groups, should be fine. And okay, so yeah, after it just died, I guess. Yeah. So that's a pain. But yeah, black played well. The whole sequence to kill you was pretty nicely played. Beginning, she tried too much. Like, it's pretty like both moves she tried too much with both Kusumi. This move is a bit too much. And she also tried very hard with this move. Oops. But yeah, both times she got kind of a... Like, yeah, it's a fighting spirit for sure. So she could have played some more down move, but she was clearly winning. Like this, as I showed. But yeah, nicely played by black. Okay, so now we can switch to the last game, which is not... And so yeah, if you had any question, please ask, but I try to be as thorough as possible. So I'll just speed up in case you have some questions. And so now let's see the last game, which is still not over. That's good. Okay, so Marie against Anastasiia. So Just a second. Here, okay, good. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, so now I kill this and I put this, and here we are. Okay, so last game. I mean, I will come back to the first and second board, but now I can still. I have to find. Okay, here. Aha, yep. My bad. Wait, that's this one. Julie. Okay, Julie, like this. And Olesia. This. Okay, cool. I think I should be good. Okay, good. Okay, so now Julie's game. But now I'm lost in all the. No, it's still Mari's game now. I'm lost in all. Okay, good here. Okay, so Marie, French player, she's the kind of player which sometimes actually I forgot she plays Go because we play so many games but Go with her. It's kind of funny that she's playing Go now, but she's a very fun and she's a good friend. And black is Anastasiia, and basically Artem didn't have any information to give me, so I don't have any information to give you about her. I just know that she's young and blonde. That's basically it. That's pretty much it. And so yeah. And so Marie is white. Okay, so that's kind of a old Joseki. And they are playing very easy. Okay, so actually, maybe some people don't know why we don't play this anymore. And the reason is actually just by theory. So theory is just like when you change the order of the moves to understand position. And basically, let's say black plays somewhere else. Let's say here. And white play here. It's like you had a Sansan. White plays here. Black plays here. White plays here. And now, first feeling, of course, you want to defend. So you want to defend like this. It takes maximum territory, takes out a liberty, takes off a liberty of a white stone. But instead, it's like you answer here. And it feels a bit weird to answer like this. And actually, then white can even just Tintinuki again. Oops. That was happening. Okay, good. So yeah, it's not the best exchange for black. So that's the reason why we don't play this anymore. And not everybody, because it's not Sente. And AI values Sente above anything else. That's why now the AI plays here. Because now if you don't answer, of course, second move will be here or be here, and it'll be kind of devastating for the black shape. So that's why, of course, now black answer, and I guess many of you have seen the common Joseki that comes from here now. Like I will just show the most basic, just like this, and then you can just play here, or you can just play here. That's very easy. So yeah, but I mean, of course, like we are talking like what 5%, so it doesn't matter anyway. But yeah, just good to know that naturally it's very possible for black to play Stenuki, and probably black could play here. And even if white plays here, then black, if he's a bit afraid, she can play here, and even she can also just play something easy, like this, and to be more active. That's very possible. So, yeah, again here, black should be more active and play here. Because at least if white answer just here, then it's only one side, then you can just extend. It's kind of easy. Then you can still have the jump on the c2, or you can even also attack again on n3. So it's kind of okay. But when you play here, then very naturally white gets the shimmery. And let's say if white plays here, which happened. Okay, so this was not the best move, but let's say now white plays here. It kind of works well with the shimmery. It becomes what we call a shimmery box. And so many points here, and it's not that easy for black to invade. And she doesn't have to be that worried about here, because now, I mean, it will leave anyway. Even if she's super rich, she can just add one more move. I mean, she will leave, so it's fine. Okay, so black slides here. Just fine, it's big, not the best, I guess. I would just play here. Seems easy. I mean, like, basically here you want to check for the larger side. So it's either top side or bottom side. I like this move because it works well with the two space extension on the right. And again, like, it makes this wave, so third line, fourth line. So it's kind of perfect. And I don't think white will ever play here now, because it's way too small. And now, if white does, then black adds one more move, and you're pretty happy. So yeah, that would feel okay for black. So that's a bit small. White answer, actually, I would be white, I wouldn't even answer, I would just come here right away, because actually there's not that good move after. If you try to cut, you can just escape. And if you try to cut even more, then you can just escape even more, and that it just damage a lot the black stones on the right. So if there is no big center moves after, you just don't really care about this move. And just want to be fast and get big points. Yeah, we will make it better next time. And yeah, because actually, so the problem is, like, now white shape is completely fixed in the corner, which was not the case before. So you want to leave some agi, or even like some co threats. Now it's all fixed, so you just lost something, and black got what, like 4 points, so it's really not that big. So yeah, this move is big, even though as I said I would prefer it here, but I mean, this is completely fine, of course, also. It's just a big point, so you don't really care. And so yeah, now it's white's turn to play a move in the middle. That's really something you often find in the Q player, like low Q player, they always play in the middle, because like they want to make sure they have the two space extension on each side. But you might want to play something more active, because like, let's say you play here, then black will be pretty happy to just get the corner, then you get the extension, maybe black tries to play something here, then the right side gets big. So what you want to do is to be more active by maybe playing something here. I guess some of you have seen this version before, so it's very easy joseki, like this. And this now, the right side takes more moves to become big. And if you're afraid of such variation, just know that it is not that big for black, because it becomes kind of heavy. And the ko is a kind of a pain in the ass to finish for black anyway. So just treat your stone lightly, and you should be fine. But yeah, so black plays one was also very, 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 very cool. So I like it. And yeah, so the two space extension game is on fire. And black plays here, which is also big, worth 15 points and some eyes. Actually, I'm not used to see this shape anymore, because nobody plays this joseki anymore. But maybe if I'm black, I still want to add a move here, because it becomes very big on the right side, and you don't have to be that worried about here. Like, you can even just exchange this, which is not that pretty, but at least it protects. Like, why am I playing this exchange? Is because you want to protect yourself from this move, which aims at the cut and also aims at the connection on the second line. So that would be a bit annoying for black, but still fine. So she plays here, which is also calm, like Motoki Japanese old style. It's fine. And okay, so that's a bad move. It's a bad move because it's basically worth 10 points and we are on move 26. So that's not the best. So what you want to do here is maybe like you want to play here, because again, black will never play here. Again, it's 10 points, so you don't really care. Now you just want to try to make something, to make potential. You want to make, again, a shimmery box. Or if you're a bit afraid of black potential, you might want to try to reduce this, or even choose to attack like this and to have a target. So that's important, like when you try to invade the territory, just don't invade to take off the points. Try to invade by having a target. That target would be, because now black made the white corner very strong in the bottom right, so now you can attack the two stones much harsher. So that's what you want to do. Or if you want to be more peaceful, then you build your own framework. Also fine. But this one is clearly a bad move. And I mean, at least if you want to defend, at least defend like this. One more point. Don't defend like this. That's so yeah, very silly move. And black played here. So yeah, again, I would just add one more move here, but I mean, I'm not going to repeat this every move. The problem is like, it's fine, it makes influence, but I mean, now white did the move on b6 on b15, so white is super alive. So there is no way you can ever attack this group. So making influence here is not that, I think, not that interesting. That's why I will still just make it here. But let's see. Yeah, actually, now the black influence is towards white strong group, so it has no point. And white is pushing, actually white should just continue to Annie here. Actually, very naturally, white will just destroy black potential on the right. So it's a very bad direction for black. So yeah, that's a bit of a shame. And that move is a move, I guess. Now that's bad because, well, white plays here, but you want to actually cut the stone because the stone doesn't do anything. If you cut here, you just take the stone in ladder, in shisho. So what you want to do here, if you're black, maybe you want to try to get on the right side. So this Tsuke could make some sense. At least here, you make a base and you destroy the potential. I like that. Yeah. This move doesn't do much actually. Okay. White answer, so it's also fine. Okay, so that's a bad move because it limits the territory of white by itself, and also again it's very low. As I showed before, you want to have a wave. Now it's only third line, third line, third line, third line. So basically what you want to do here is more likely a move like this. You want to make it bigger, and you want to invite black to reduce you, and then by doing so maybe you can create a weak group, and that's how you start a fight. That should also be fine. Because like basically now black doesn't need to do anything. It just, because like now there is no move that will make the territory bigger for white. Let's say like this, then what can you do? Just add one more move here. So it took you 2 moves to make 15 points. Again, it's move 50, so there must be something. There must be something bigger here. Hello, Dia or Blackie, not sure. So yeah. So actually this was good from black, from white. The Annie here is very big, and she pushes. So again, it's a good idea because she's reducing the black moyo. And black plays here. So actually they are very similar. They both have one side. which is very low, but it's kind of fun. Like it's very kind of a symmetrical game, very funny. So I guess what will matter is who makes points in the center, because I think on points on the board, like so far, it's pretty close. Hello, everyone. So yeah. Yeah, so it's a very peaceful game. Everybody's making its point. But I think maybe black will be better in the end, because now black has actually kind of a decent moyo in the center. And also she has a big side on the right, which is equivalent to the side, white side on the left. So now the center will become the important part. And the problem is, like here, white played many moves that are, like basically here, white surrounded 10 points, which is clearly not that big. Meanwhile, black enclosed the whole center. So this, starting here, this move was not the best. I think maybe white could just jump here. It's a very big move. It's never bad. Actually, I have one of my non-professional teacher here who said jumping in the center is never bad. So it's never bad. Because now I destroy the potential, and yeah, like it will be harder for black to do anything. Like if you do here, just can just reduce. It's very easy. So jumping is good. Milena, calm down. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so they are being very safe in this game. Huh? Yeah, again now problem of direction. Like actually black shouldn't even care. Just connect if she wants. But I mean basically now what's important is this side. So even like answering this move is very slow. Like if I was black I would just maybe I would just turn, or just make something in the center. Basically like these two stones at this point of the game you don't really care. So you want to make something big in the center. And on points, probably black is better. So let's fast forward, and maybe I will switch to other games now. Because again, the game is... So let's see how it happens. Okay, so it's almost finished actually. Or maybe it's finished even. I didn't check. Where is the game? Okay, so it's almost finished. And I think black won, I'm saying. Anyway, so now let's switch back to the first board. So if I'm good, it should be like this and like this. My god, it works. It's amazing. Okay, no, not this one. Too many. Okay, like this. Okay, so we left here. I guess a lot happened since then. Okay, so yeah, so as I suspected, black died here. I guess that's no surprise. So yeah, it all came because of this move. She should have connected here. Then it was okay, so she just so Julie just won. Okay, by 10 points, nice. Okay. But now it's a call. So I guess she made a mistake because she thought she can kill, but maybe now she just cannot feel the liberties. And if she plays here, then now it becomes too big of an eye to kill. Okay, so yeah, maybe white made a mistake, and she should have had one more move, like this. Makes sense. And so yeah, now it became a call. Okay. Yeah, so as I said, many threads in this bottom right corner. Okay. But actually the result is not that... It's okay for white because she just lost the 4 stones, but at least the corner is still kind of okay. Even though there is still some ag here, it will become small, but eventually, but it's still fine. And she got many points on the top right, so it's okay. And she got these two moves also on the top left, so I think it's fine. Okay, so black right server wants to attack. Wow, that's a bad move. I think you just want to. So what was she trying to do with this? Because let's say, so what happened here? My God. And she won that game, I'm very impressed. So let's say black just plays here, you play here, you play here, then now you are just placeless, no eyes, and black is alive. So there's nothing for white here. So this move makes no sense. Maybe she was afraid that if she protects, then black can play here, but I think it's still fine. At least you can make some sort of an eye. But yeah, this move makes no sense. Also, this connection makes not much sense, I guess. But yeah, like because let's say now also black pips, leaves, then now there's clearly no eye for white. Maybe you can make one here. So basically you have to escape, and it's clearly not that easy. So yeah, I don't know what she was thinking with this move. And even black plays here, I don't see what was the point. So it's a bit weird. But okay, let's say. Oops. Yeah, so here, okay. Yeah, so black didn't pip, it's a bit of a loss, but that's fine still. And white lived, I'm guessing. Yes, okay, cool. It's actually very similar to the previous game. This move also is bad, I think, because again, as I said, when you have this shape, the side that comes like which is just next to this shape becomes kind of dummy. Like there's no way for white to make any points, and also there is nothing to destroy for black. So if you're worried about your life, you just play a two-space extension like this. That's fine. If you're not afraid and you want to fight or something, then you can maybe start to play some petango in the center and make some points. It's also fine. But I mean, I think I get this move is fine. Yeah, it makes your life next base. So Anna on the chat, I guess it's Anna the player. Congrats on your win. Okay, yeah, so and white plays here, which makes sense because I think really the extension was too far for black, so white is right to attack here. Okay, this one I don't know, like maybe I would just continue to jump and like maybe you want to try to take the stone like this. Would make sense. Because like basically here you are pushing the black stone towards black sickness, so it's not what you want to do. But of course, if your opponent Tenuki, it becomes much better. So I guess she was scared. Because I mean, like, if you plan to play this horrible shape anyway, then you should just play Kosumi in the first place. Then it becomes okay. Because like now, if white plays here, clearly you're not going to play here. That would be horrible. Now you can just even play here, then now you can even Tenuki. That's fine, because like if tries to cut, then black cuts you back. So that'd be fine. So yeah, this move was terrible. Like it could be the losing move. Because now white captures everything and it's big. Yeah. Also detail, but it can help sometimes. This is the best USA move luckily, because basically if you play here, at some point maybe black can push, and then let's say even if you manage to block, you have to add one move. And if you don't, then black can still squeeze you with b2. So just it's a bit of a detail, but luckily this is the best USA move. Okay, and black plays here. So I guess she just gave up the 3 stones. So yeah, it's a big loss. Now I think white should be better, because she managed to lose her corner on the right, but somehow black attack was not that powerful, so she managed to leave quite easily. It was good. And after, yeah, black just suicide. But I mean, so it all comes from this move. So this move was really, and I think, Julie won. So this move was clearly the losing move. Should have just played here. So that's a pity. And after, Yuli played very good the attack. So yeah, very impressive. And I think now white just need to play careful and safe, which is not this move at all. Like just easy, Kosumi, reduce the center. That should be enough for white, because white has many points. But yeah, of course she wants to fight. What else? Ihnatenko, sure. Okay, it's a bit dangerous, but I guess she knows what she's doing, even though she is 9 years old. Okay, well, I guess now it's game over because white just got too many points. In this, like you cannot just connect. You have to fight the core the best you can. Even I just try to make something like they still. Okay, no, it doesn't work. Oh, it does. You can. Okay, so it's a cost, right? So now if you just pull back, it has to be good for white, because now white got the whole top side and black center becomes way too small. So now you have like a huge top side, a huge left side, so it's clearly good for white. She tries to do something, but Julie kills, very nicely done. And yeah. So I'm guessing the game was just some USA from this. Yeah, it looks like, yeah, the territory didn't change, so it's just basic USA. She tried to do, sure, she died here actually. So she maybe not that easy USA. What happened here? So that's weird. She could just play here, no? I mean, it doesn't work. She gets cut. Okay, so it's not the best. So maybe she didn't see the cut, and I don't know if there is a way to avoid the cut. So she played this one. Yeah, and if you try to do this, then there is some way to cut. Yeah, okay, I see. So the cut here was pretty nice by black. Didn't see this. Okay, so it makes sense that it was only 10 points because she died after here. Okay, but yeah, very nicely played by Julie. Again, she showed that she is pretty strong at fighting. Like the move she played, she immediately punished the bad extension by black. She also showed some great reading skills on the top right. She just made a big blunder here out of nowhere. I don't even know why she was thinking, but anyway, in the end it worked because she managed to live. So yeah, Just connect. Let's see, what is just connect? I'm guessing you mean the cutting point. What was it? This move now. So just connect where? This one. Actually, yeah, true, of course. Yeah, so just connect. Easy. Yeah, so yeah, because like she made the Dane summary by pushing here. So that was the bad move. If she just plays here, then it's easy. Because now there's not a bit summary, so she can just connect here, and there's nothing to be afraid because you can just cut just once. So yeah, but the David Summary, like at all level you can make some David Summary, it will always be bad, and it's one more proof that David Summary is bad. So yeah, but still, congrats to Julie, she won. And yeah, good game. Okay, so this is, okay, but no issues of course. So maybe I should go back to Goban 2, which is where? Let's just try to put some Goban. So this I finished, right? So who do we have left? So all the games are finished. Olesia. Okay. I guess it was this game. Right. So I should find the game. Where is the game? Where is the game? Where is the game? Okay, here. Good. So let's check this game then. And I think it will be the last review. So so you can see what I can see. Yes, good. So already I commented, yeah, up to which point? Yeah, okay, here we were, right. So actually the game was pretty straightforward, I think. Wow. So I'm pretty sure you want to kill 50 stones here, but there is a problem, or what? Maybe there is an issue. Okay, maybe there's an issue. Okay, so it's not that easy. But so actually this move was weird. At least you want to play here, make it bigger. Because in the end, like, black didn't gain anything. So actually, yes, actually this move was the problem. Like, you want to play, like, if you play here, it's a big difference. It's like 10 points difference, easy. Like, this pip was not, I mean, I guess black missed that white could just play here. Maybe, I guess, black thought play here, then play here, which is of course a good exchange, but it's a bit too easy. So yeah, she missed a time here. Now if black plays here, on points it's like, yeah, 10 points difference. And as far as I remember, I think I thought black was doing good, even though she left white lived pretty easily on the top right. So maybe like you want to have the Sente to invade on h17. But okay, so she did now. At least she got the Sente here. So it's fine. Yeah, so she got the points here, and then again, like, white has to connect in dame. And okay, so that's big, but not that big. Which is very big now is obviously this move. g2 is huge for both players. And if it happens like this, I think now white is clearly lacking some points. And because black has kind of a decent top right territory, decent bottom territory. And actually, yeah, white doesn't have much. Then still there is some Yosei here, Sente Yosei. So you can even do the Sente Yosei first, then you block here, then it becomes quite big. So yeah, that would be, I guess, well, could get this one. That would be a victory for black, I'm guessing. But let's see. But she adds again one more move. I think now white should just say all in and get this Yosei move because it's just way too big. Yep, I should add the right names. I'm sorry. So where is this? Okay, and should be this, right? Yes. Good. You see, action, réaction. Okay. So yeah, this was maybe again too slow a move. I don't know actually if white can die if white tenukis. Probably not. But I understand that she's a bit worried. Yeah, I guess, yeah, it's not blitz, so it's not that easy. So yeah, of course black got the move, then white tries to reduce. Yeah, after I guess it's just all Yosei, so there's not much to say. And if I see, yeah, the game looks kind of the same from the end, so I guess not much to happen. And so the end result was black won, I guess. Okay. Yes, 17 points. Okay, okay. T'as vu ça un peu? Yeah, so I think we saw all games. Of course, there was 4 games to review, so I may have not put my focus on every part of every game, but I tried to do the best. So I hope you enjoyed. If you had any question I didn't answer, well, we'll try to make it better next time. And yeah, so tomorrow there will be 3 more games. They will be reviewed by Tanguy, again from 2 p.m. European time, CET. And probably now I'll try to do streaming from next week. I mean, like personally, because now I got so much experience, it's amazing. So yeah, okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed. Bye bye. See you next time. I don't know when. Oh, I say yeah. I get some teasing. There will be 2 more editions at least of this, and one will be against China, and one will be against Russia. I don't know if I could say this, Camille. So if I couldn't, well, it's too bad. It's too late. But if I could, it's good. Okay. So enjoy. Bye bye. And